Hello everyone, I'm Benjamin Contreras, and welcome back to another episode of the Jasper Cat Productions show. Now, today I'm going to be bringing you guys another Amiibo unboxing, and today is actually a kind of a special one. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Amiibo for the character Pit from the Kid Icarus series, but specifically this one is used to function with the new Smash Brothers. Now, the reason why this is kind of a special figure is because if you've been watching the my Amiibo unboxing videos ever since the first one, you'll know that the first Amiibo unboxing that I ever got, as well as my very first Amiibo, was actually that of Dark Pit from Kid Icarus Uprising. So now that I have these two together, the collection seems a little bit more complete since they're both from the same series. But yeah, let's get right down to it, and let's start off with, of course, the box itself. The box is pretty much the typical for any of the boxes released for Amiibos. You have the screenshot of the character's name, the Smash Brothers logo, for ages 6 and up on the top there. You can see the figure all in its box and in the post that they have them for the new game. You have the Amiibo logo, the Nintendo logo. You know, nothing really new when it comes to Amiibo boxes. So you can see it talks about what systems that it functions in. You see a picture of the Amiibo without the stand, a screenshot of him firing a bow alongside Link, and as you can see, you can level up the Amiibos to 50. So yeah, the box is nothing that special. It's basically the same for basically every Amiibo box. Now, since this is actually my Amiibo and not my brother's Amiibo, I can just do this and feel proud of it. There we go. So, oh yeah, I have to make sure to put this right here. So there's the Amiibo out of his box. Now, the detail on this guy, since this is from the new Smash Brothers for the Wii U, there's obviously a whole lot of detail put into the figure. As you can see, the figure itself incorporates a lot of white and brown, as well as a bit of dark blue and gold. You can see the brown is for the color of his hair and the color of his I guess his bracelet, although they look extremely huge for bracelets. And as well as the color of his I guess boot sandals, I guess you can call them, because the top of it looks like a boot, but his actual feet look like sandals. And on that note, I actually like how they made the shoe itself two different shades of brown. And speaking of the bottom half of the figure, apparently nobody takes someone decided to not take my advice and decided to make the actual stand to keep the figure holding this blue color, which, if I'm not mistaken, is the same coloring as the box, which doesn't look like a bad color on its own, but with it for next to this figure, it makes it automatically stick out. One of the even bigger examples of why this is such a huge problem comes with this Amiibo right here. As you can see, having these two entirely stuck in out colors, it really doesn't make the figure itself look as great as it can be with it just clearing out. Now, I'm not going to be too hard on the creators for doing something like this, but it's pretty obvious that they can do a whole lot better than these two. So yeah. Speaking of which, the next few videos I'm going to be making are going to have some sort of similarity to Zelda, just in case you guys wanted to know. But yeah, aside from that bit of a problem, there's a lot of gold outlining around the figure. There's gold that covers his hair for his crown. You can see both of his bracelets on both of his arms have a gold outline, as well as these little hand pieces are outlined. And I actually really like that coloring of red used for I guess for the sort of half glove, but not really a glove. I don't really know the official names of these things. And perhaps a more noticeably, I'm probably saying, I'm having problems talking today. So there's also some gold that is outlining his bow, which the bow itself looks very nice. I like how it looks like it's two swords that are used to make a bow. I think that's probably one of my favorite parts about the pit himself. Is that he can actually split the bow up into two, and can actually use it as swords. I think that's a nice kind of idea. And of course, the white is incorporated in his angel wings as well as his angel-themed robes. So, yeah, it has a very nice sort of elegant style to it. And for comparison, here's him right next to his arch rival Dark Pit. As you can see, basically all the brown and white are replaced with black. And I'm not sure if it's just me, but does Pit's wings look a lot larger than Dark Pit's wings? Let me see if I can actually get these two lined up. There we go. His wings look a lot smaller than his. I think that's probably just because these are like a lot more spread out and these are a lot more flat, but it just makes it look like he has smaller wings than his real counterpart. And of course, both of them have different weapons. Although in Smash Brothers, if I'm not mistaken, this doesn't look like his default weapon. I've played as Dark Pit before, and this sort of rifle-looking weapon doesn't look like anything that he's actually used in the game, or at least what I've seen of him. But yeah, and to end it off, the stand is the basic Smash Brothers design stand. As you can see, the Smash Brothers logo in a sort of golden color, which I like. I like it when things have some sort of gold step right next to it. And of course, it's outlined with the black coloring. So overall, I think this is a very well-made figure. If you're a fan of Kid Icarus Uprising and you want him to fit in your collection, then you can get him alongside Dark Pit if you have him and you want the collection to seem more complete. Then, if you haven't gotten him or him, you can get both of them. I really wish they would have came in a set like the Wind Waker amiibos were. I think that would have been nice. I hope Nintendo starts making more double sets for amiibos that are from the same series. I think those would be pretty cool. And if you want to get him any of them for whatever functionality they have in the new Smash Brothers, then you can get them that way too. As just like a majority of the other amiibo figures, these guys have been re-released at Best Buy. So yeah, you can get them and make them sort of fight each other if you want to. Although there's not really much you can do in terms of fighting, since he's basically always going to have his rifle sticking out, so he just sort of jab him from a distance, and that would be the end of it. But yeah, I hope you guys somehow sat through this huge mess that was this amiibo video, and if you somehow liked it and you want to see more and if you'd like to see more, hopefully a lot more professional, make sure you hit the subscribe button as well as the like button, or however you're supposed to subscribe to the channel nowadays to find out when new videos are supposed to be coming out. Apparently YouTube has updated their sort of layout, so the way to subscribe is a bit more complicated, or something like that. Usually I don't like to talk about that kind of stuff. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and make sure to also follow us on Facebook, where I upload daily news. I try my best to upload daily news on what's going on with my life, and sometimes also talk about what might be coming out in the next video. But yeah, I'm gonna have to end this. Until next time, I'm Benjamin Gutierrez, and